Hello, welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm Teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we're going to be looking at using the simple verb have. Specifically, we're going to play around using have with have got or have got to. There's different ways that we use have and have got. And often it confuses second language learners. When do we just say have? I have. I have a banana. And I can also say I have got a banana. Doesn't really matter to show possession of something. And then we also use have got to express future actions. I've got to go to the dentist later. Anyway, we're going to play around with this in the class, and maybe we'll actually do a little interactive conversation using questions with got. Once we have some other students, we can ask each other questions about things that we may have or not have. Hello, Milton. How are
Hello,
you?
I'm fine, thank you, and you?
I'm doing okay, thank you very much. So far, so
What
good.
happened to your hair?
What do you mean? Oh my God!
I remember you with a long hair, well, normal hair, but I
Yeah.
that you cut it.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, it was. There was a heat wave here. It was a hot spell.
Because the weather.
Yeah, the weather was hot, and I got sick of. I got sick of it. I decided to take some action. So,
Okay.
it helps, believe me. And I'm glad I did because I cut my hair, and then like 2 days later, my air conditioner died. So my air conditioner doesn't work. So thank heavens.
It's good
Uh,
with a long hair, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Uh, 3 years ago, I have a long hair, a very, very long hair, and
Uh-huh.
it's uncomfortable when you cut it. And if you can see my picture,
Yeah.
I I have a short hair too.
hmm Yes. The other thing is when I teach verbal classes, I don't have to worry about combing my hair before class.
Okay, that's
and
a good point.
and also, in addition, I save money on shampoo.
That's right. Very, very much
Sure.
money you can save it if you don't use it. Okay, you use it, but a little.
Yeah. Okay. So today we're talking about have and have got. I have got very short hair. So we use things to talk about possessions. I have got a pencil, but also about ourselves. I have got brown eyes. I have got short hair. Okay. Anyway, thanks, Milton. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Let me welcome Asma to the class. Hello again, Asma. Hi there.
Hello, teacher. Nice to
Hello.
meet again.
Likewise. Thank you for joining me. And hello. I can Daniel. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that. I knew that. Hello, Daniel. Hi.
I know you knew it.
I know you. I know you know. I know it. Okay,
Hey, how
Daniel.
are you?
I'm terrific. Thank you for asking. Okay. Uh, have and have got. Let's start with the most basic use. Things we have got. Things we own. Uh, okay. Milton, I'm going to start with you, and I want you to ask a question ask whoever you want. Ask Asma, or ask Daniel, or ask me. Something about something we own. Okay.
Something we own?
For example, I'll give you an example, so I'll get us started. Milton, have you got a car?
Yes, I have got a car.
Okay. Okay. So, all right.
Okay. Have you got a house, a property?
Currently, I rent a house, but I have an individual family dwelling that I live in. I'm trying. I'm actually working on buying some property, but it's in the works.
Okay.
Okay, very good. All right, have you got a property? Asthma. Okay. Okay, all right. Have you got any pets?
No, I don't. I don't have got any pets because I
Ah,
hate pets.
okay, now wait a second. Time out here. Now notice my question, have you got any pets? Actually, it's, even though I used got, and that's very, very normal for this question. You answered okay, you can say I haven't got any pets. That's okay. How did you say it? I have got no pets. Which is a little strange. We would use haven't got.
Okay,
Okay.
so I haven't got pets.
You can also say I have no pets. I don't like pets.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't. Why? Because you don't like them, or have you got allergies?
I afraid means yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And because when I was a child, yeah, mm, my mother didn't like pets, so that's why she was obsessed by clean or cleaning.
Cleaning.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I am the same situation.
Okay. Notice my second question to Asma was, have you got allergies? Okay. We also use have got to describe any health problems. I've got a cold. Have you got allergies? Turns out Asma doesn't have allergies. She's got some kind of phobia about animals. She's afraid of animals.
Yes.
She's got animalophobia. Okay. All right. Your turn. So phobia, even though it's kind of a mental
Yes, yes.
problem. I'm not saying you have mental problems, Asma. I'm just I'm trying to make an example. But okay, we use have got for physical things. I've got a headache. I've got a stomach ache. Something like that. Okay, Asma, go ahead and ask me a question about something I have or have not
Okay.
got.
Have you got a wife?
I have. I have got a wife, and I don't know where she is at this very moment. She left this morning before I woke up, so I haven't got a clue what happened to her, where she is. I have no idea. Her friend is here watching my children. I have got 2 children, and her friend is here watching the children. I had to wake up and start working right away, and so I have no idea where she has gotten to. Ooh, there's an interesting.
No problem. The important thing that you have got a wife.
Yeah, I do. More or less, I guess. Although I have lost her
I think
momentarily.
it's recorded, and then she can hear what you say.
Yeah, luckily I do so many classes. She doesn't. When I talk about her in class, she doesn't ever notice. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hi, Holly, outside the class. And Holly, no, I haven't. I haven't gotten any news. I haven't gotten any news. Now, why am I doing that? Actually, Holly typed in the Verbling chat, "Have you got any news?" And I'm answering her, "No, I haven't gotten any news about where my wife is or what she's doing." Okay, but notice I'm using the construction have gotten. That's because I am actually using a present perfect with have and gotten, the past participle, to answer her question, because I haven't gotten. We use present perfect. All right. To describe up to now, from the past up to now. Since I woke up until now, I haven't gotten any news about where my wife is, as a matter of fact. Okay, but thanks. Daniel, have you got any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have got a sister.
Okay. I have got a sister. That's okay. I have a sister.
Yeah, I'm not sure when I have to use got. For example,
Well,
I'm not sure I have got a sister. Is okay?
it is okay. Okay, and that's basically the problem we're trying to tackle today. We're addressing. For the most part, strangely enough, it doesn't really matter usually, especially when we're talking about possessions. I've got a pencil. I've got a coin. Whatever. I have got some money, or I have some money. Doesn't really matter mostly.
And does it
Mostly.
I have got a quarter, for example, doesn't mean that I have had. Oh no, I have got a coin, but I don't have it currently anymore.
Well, no. If you said I've got a quarter, for example, it means you have it on you right now.
Yes.
You know,
But
if
I say I have got a coin, doesn't mean that I have got a coin, but I don't have it currently.
Okay, that's all right. I see where you're going. Let me see if I can explain. For example, if you and I are walking down the street and you said, let's stop at Starbucks, have a coffee. I might say, oh, Daniel, I haven't got any money. I probably wouldn't say I haven't any money. I don't have any money. Oh, I might say that. I don't have any money. Okay. That means on my person. So when it comes to money, especially, if you've got money, okay, usually that means you have money on your person. Okay. If, for example, if you asked me if you could borrow $100, I might say, well, yeah, I believe, let me check my bank account. I believe I have $100 that you can borrow. Probably it means it's not on my person. But this can be confusing. This can be confusing. Sometimes when it comes to money, when we're talking about somebody in a general way, if we want to say somebody's wealthy, a way to say they're wealthy, oh, he's got money. he has got money, meaning in a general way, but that means he's wealthy. But in a one-to-one personal kind of situation, not speaking generally, usually if you've got money, it means it's in your pocket. Whereas have may mean that you possess one, but you don't have it with you right now. Sometimes there is this little bit of a difference. For example, very slight, and it still doesn't really matter often. You know, I've got a pencil in my hand, or if my pencil was in another room. Yeah, I have a pencil. Hang on, let me go get it. Generally, but you know, it's still, even in that scenario, it doesn't really matter. I can say I've got a pencil in another room, and still go, you know, let me go get it. I've got one in the other room. Usually I would explain that it's in a different place with, if I use have got. Daniel, why don't you ask me about a possession or something?
Okay. Have you got any cold because of your short hair?
Okay. All right, now let's look at that. Have you got any cold? Have you, now here, really, you're asking me present perfect question. You want to know, since I cut my hair, all right, up to now, have I gotten sick? So have you gotten a cold since you cut your hair? All right. So this is where you have to be careful. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So because you have this, really, there's an obvious time reference. You know, the idea that I cut my hair was a time in the past, and then you're asking up till now.
Yeah.
Now you have to concern yourself with actually using the present perfect tense. It would make sense to say, have you got a cold since you cut your hair? You have to use present perfect. Have you gotten a cold?
No, okay.
Do you understand? Okay. Okay. We can also use this construction, by the way, to ask about types or kinds of something. Milton, have you got any books at home in your house?
No, I haven't. I do not really like books. Do not
Okay.
have for.
Okay. All right. Okay. No, I haven't. Noticed that Milton answered just no, I haven't. Instead of no, I haven't got any books. Perfectly acceptable, especially with the negative. No, I haven't. Okay. Well, that ruined that plan. All right. Have you got any? Have you got any movies at your house?
Yes, I have got uh, a lot of movies
Okay.
in my house. I really like it. The movies and fun.
Okay. What kind of movies have you got?
All of them, action, comedy. Yes, I am really a big fan of the cinema, of the movies. I actually I saw a few weeks ago 300, the Racing Empire. I think it's named this, and it's a really good movie. But I really like any kind of movies, action, comedy, a
Okay.
drama, terror, horror, that.
Okay. Okay. So I have got many kinds of movies. I've got many types of movies. I've got many genres of movies. I don't know if I'd say all of them. I seriously doubt you have every movie ever made. by anyone on the earth.
Really close to old movies.
Okay. All right. Uh, okay. So you can ask what types or what kinds of things as well. Asthma, have you got any houseplants?
Yes, yes, I have two kind of plants. Yes, it's don't ask me about the name because I I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, I don't. I have two kinds. Yes.
I have two kinds. I've got two kinds. It doesn't really matter. Okay, in this structure,
Mm.
I have two kinds, though. Don't forget the S. Two
Uh-huh.
kinds of whatever.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. No, yeah, no problem. Okay. So I can. Okay. All right. Notice that have you got in the question any plural? Blah 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 blah. Daniel, have you got any scars?
Yeah, I have a scar on my front front head, um, yeah, between my two eyes, between my eyes. I
Ah,
have a
okay.
scar. When I was 8 years old, I had an accident with my bicycle. I
Mm,
get uh, I get down in some stairs, and my head get crushed with a house, a wall house, and that's the scar I have.
God. Uh, okay. Your head. Oh my goodness. Your head got crushed by a house. That sounds very serious. Okay, you hit your face on the wall. Is that what you mean?
And yeah, because the problem was that bicycle I was using, it wasn't mine, so I wasn't used to it. So
Right.
when I get on this bicycle, um, I just couldn't control it,
Uh-huh.
get any control, and how when that's how I oh no, that's when I get downstairs and in the exactly corner of the wall of the street of the house, and that's when I get my head on.
You hit your head. Yeah.
I hit my head.
All right. Well, you're telling me a story about your childhood, so you got to remember. Uh, you got to. You have got to remember. You got to remember. Okay. Notice how I reduce pronunciation. You have got to remember. As in, I use have got to show must in place of the modal to show obligation. Must. Okay. When you're talking about the past, you must use past tense, or you have got to use past tense. Notice also how I very much reduced pronunciation. I actually used what's called ellipsis. I didn't even say have. You gotta, all right, you gotta use past tense. That's normal, reduced English conversational, casual, informal speech. You gotta use past tense. So, got, or I got on the bike, not get. I took the bike, not take. All right. And you get down the stairs. You went down the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Past of go. You went down the stairs and you hit your head. Okay. So actually, there's another way that we use have got together. Actually, to as a modal of obligation. Same meaning as must. So, uh, for example, Milton, can you tell me about a rule? Milton, do you work?
Yes,
You're working
I'm
guy? All right. So tell me about a work rule that you must follow. What must you do at your job? What is some work rule you have
I have uh,
with have get or have got?
have I have got to get earlier at job.
Okay, I have to get to work earlier.
Yes.
Okay. Here's another. When we're talking using this modal of obligation to mean must, here's another time when we use. Sometimes we say have got to, and sometimes we just say have to. When we just say have to, again, it's very much reduced, and the V sound actually becomes an F sound. It sounds like have to. Have to get to work earlier. I have got to get work earlier. Here we use have got. You don't have to use have got. Again, you can say have to, or you can say have got to. When you say have got to, it's adding emphasis. It's adding more urgency to this obligation, and you can actually hear it when we say it. I've got to get to the airport. I'm gonna miss my flight. So often you hear emphasis on got. I've got to do something. Asma, what is something you need to do later?
Later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have got to sleep.
Yeah, I hear that. All right. Yes, to add emphasis and to talk about a future, a future need, something that needs to be done, must be done, has to be done. Daniel, what is something that you need to do in the future?
I need to get to my bed and have a little rest, because this uh, 3 past weeks has been really hard for me, because of task,
Mm-hmm.
a signature, and then I haven't had enough screen time, uh, and that's because I need to get in some rest.
Okay, so I have to get some rest. Ooh, okay, have to get. Okay, I
I
have
can
to
wait
get
a
some
couple.
rest.
I
Mm-hmm.
can wait a couple of hours.
Okay, okay. Are you sure? All right. Uh, okay, that was good. All right. Uh, Milton, what is something you have to get done in the future?
I don't know if I have to get done. You can give me an example?
Sure. Okay. I have to get some money from the bank later. I have to get some milk at the store. I have to get ready to make dinner. Um, yeah.
I have to get shopping. Is it right?
No. I have to go shopping. I have got to go shopping, but okay. There's two things we're looking at. Actually, I'm sorry, I wasn't very clear. Have got to means something you have to do. Means something you have to do in the future with strong obligation. I have got to. And then there's another construction. I have to get. Have to get something. You have to actually acquire something. I have to get milk at the store, or I have to get ready to do something. I have to. Okay. I have to get a haircut.
I have to get shoes for my uniform.
Okay, I have to get shoes for my uniform. Notice these two constructions are very similar. They're talking about something that needs to be done in the future, but I have got to go to the airport. I have got to sleep, Asma said earlier. So have got to, verb. I have to get, noun. I have to get milk. I could say I have to get some sleep. Instead, I'm using sleep as a noun now. Okay, so these two constructions really do the same thing, but I use have got to, verb, and I have to get, noun. I have to get money. I've got to get some money. Okay. Okay. Daniel. Hi, Daniel.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. Daniel.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're good.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, I can hear you. So, what is some future obligation? What is something you need to do, you must do in the future? Daniel.
I have got to speak English.
Yeah.
Correct?
Okay. Yeah, it's perfectly correct. Sure. If you're talking about for you yourself in the future, not a specific rule. I've got to learn English, maybe. Some of us have workplace, I've worked in places where the customers are all American or British, so they have rules at work. I've got to speak English at work.
Excuse me. Have to get. It means what? For example, I have to get job. It means I must to get job. Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Have got to. It means in future I will get it 100%, or not?
No, I've got to work.
It
Doesn't necessarily mean that you will do it. It means that you're obligated to do it. A strong obligation.
okay.
All right. It's very necessary. But, nobody can predict the future, number one, and, things happen. But
Have got to. It's more stronger than have to get. Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of emphasis added. That's right. Okay, Milton, bye-bye. Take care. Yes, that's true. A little bit more emphasis, and usually you actually hear it. I have got to get a job. Okay, so you hear it even in the intonation and the way, the tone, the pitch, and the way I express it. I have got to get my act together. Do you know that phrase? A good English phrase. He has to get his act together. Oh my God, he's a mess. All right. Okay. What about, how do we do this in the past? Asma, strong obligation in the past. How would you say that? For example, if you needed to go to the dentist last week, how would you say that?
I had.
Yes?
Okay, so I had cough. Or I had to go to the dentist.
Okay, I had to go to the dentist last week. It's okay. But maybe another way you may use this with get. For example, take the dentist, I had to get a tooth taken out. So maybe if there's an action that had to happen, we also use past tense had, which is mostly what I wanted to hear, but very good. I had to get a tooth taken out.
Okay, I can say I had to get my clothes from the laundry.
Ding, 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 ding. Perfect. That is a perfect sentence. Very good. I had to get my hair cut because it was so hot. Okay.
Okay.
Ahmed.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Daniel?
For example, I had to get a job, but I don't got it. It's correct, yes.
But I didn't. It's
But
now. Oh, no. Actually, it's past tense. I'm sorry. I had to get a job, but I failed. I had to get a
Okay.
job, but
Yes, I understand. Thank you.
yeah, it's possible. Sure. Ahmed. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, not you.
I'm okay. Thank you. Ahmed, we're kind of practicing using have got, have or has or had, and got or get, and we're kind of looking at different ways we use those two words together because there's different ways. Right now, we're talking about, for example, I had to get my clothes from the laundry. I had to get my tooth pulled. What is an action that you had to do? You had to actually okay, an action that needed to be done in the past. Using those examples, I had to get my tooth pulled. I had to get my laundry. Okay, Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I had to. I had to take my wife from her work.
Okay. Yes. All right. I had to get my wife at work or from work, probably better. I had to get my wife from work. Okay. I had to pick up my wife from work. I had to get my wife at work. I guess you could say at work. I had to get my wife at work. All right. Because you use past tense had, I know this happened in the past. All right. That's good. So I had to get milk at the store. You can talk. I had to get my clothes in the laundry. Something that in the past, a noun. It's just like have to get is actually in the future. Present to the future. Something you actually, a noun. You actually have to. I had to get a pencil for class. Okay. Have to get, had to get. Now, in the past, okay, we can present, future. Okay, actually, to acquire something, to get something, have to get, had to get. But an action, all right, in the present and the future, I have got to go to the airport. I've got to go. Can I do this in the past? I had got to go to the airport? No. Okay, this is a little odd. All right, here's something you can't do. I had to go to the airport. I cannot really use got. All right, when I'm using a verb in the past. I can use it for the present and the future. I've got to go to the airport, but I cannot say I had got to go to the, I had gotten to go, I had, no, it just won't work. You can't do it. So be careful about that. Okay. Sometimes we use have got to show or have gotten in the past. Actually, it would be always in the past. Have gotten, basically a present perfect form. I have gotten sick, obviously in the past, before, up to now. Sometimes we use have gotten in the past, again, to talk about something we were given. For example, Daniel, have you ever gotten a traffic ticket?
Once. Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
I have
Okay.
got I took away that I wasn't supposed to get, and this policeman was hidden and
Yeah, he
he
got you.
busted.
He busted you. He
I
got
got
you.
busted.
And it's both of those are perfectly okay. He got you. Oh, he got me. He right, all right. He busted me. So it's like something that you were given. Now, obviously, a traffic ticket is not something we want to get.
Not at all.
Not at all. Definitely not. A sickness, not something we wish to get. I have gotten sick when I was visiting another country. Well, thank you for that gift, but it's a gift I'd rather not have. Okay. Danielle, uh, have you ever gotten a really wonderful gift for your birthday?
Wonderful what?
Gift,
It's pleasant.
present.
Or
Yes, yes, exactly. Gift, present, same thing.
um,
Oops. God, come
I
on.
think um, in general, my present it's always only money.
Okay. So how could you? That's great. How would you say that with have gotten? You can.
Okay, I had gotten only money.
Okay. I have gotten only money
I
because
have gotten.
you're still alive. You still may get more money in the future. We use had, past
Ah,
perfect tense. Had gotten money. That means it's over, and you're never gonna get any money. So it's more in the past. I had gotten money as a child, but now I don't get anything. For example.
okay. Can I say had you got a traffic ticket for example, or it's impossible.
You can, but you have to kind of finish it. See, we use have. If my pencil now, it's now. My pencil represents now. Have got, we mean in the past up to now, like this. But had got, it means in the past before something else. Okay, here's now. Here's something else happened, either a time phrase or another action, and then back further is had. So, um, as I said earlier, what was your example? I
Mm,
forgot already. Well,
for example, it means uh, for example, had you got something rare is yes. For example, had you got a mobile phone in 80 how to say
I don't know. First of all, it would be had you gotten 80 T. What's that? Oh, 80 years. 1980. Ah,
for
okay.
example, had you got a mobile phone in these years,
Ah,
it's
okay.
correct or
Okay. Let me think about this. Uh, okay. Ooh, that's tricky, Daniel. Uh, okay. I would probably actually directly say, did you have a mobile
um,
phone in 1980? Or it's had you gotten a mobile phone by 1980? Had you gotten by 1980? Because 1980, all right? So when I say by 1980 or before 1980, 1980 is the time mentioned, and then had gotten is before that. A separate action before. So yes, it would be correct to say, had you gotten a mobile phone before 1980? It would be possible, certainly.
Oh, it's all really difficult for me to understand.
Well, it's
And
a
in general, I understand.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Okay. Earlier, I kind of skipped one aspect here, which I shouldn't have. Okay. Well, I'll come back to that. Okay. Also, talking about the future tense. Can you use will, we will, future tense, or we're going to with have get? Okay. Asthma?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you can't really use have got. Can you use, all right, for future tense you can't really use have got. I wouldn't make any sense because have now has we can use have got to talk about something we need to do, or have to or have to get to talk about the future. We can't really use future tense to predict. All right. What is something you plan to do in the future, for example?
Okay. I have called to be on time tomorrow because I have because I have I can say I have in the present or which tense I will choose.
I have to be at work on time tomorrow because
Yeah, I have an important appointment or work
yeah,
appointment.
sure, you can use present tense because I have an important appointment. You have it now, so it's okay. I have an appointment. Yeah, an appointment is, of course, the appointment's in the future, but you have the appointment right now. So you can use present tense to talk about I have an appointment. Okay. We even say, in English, we even say I have a meeting tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Okay. The meeting is going to happen tomorrow. You're going to the meeting tomorrow, but right now I have a meeting. It's understood that you're talking about an appointment. It's a schedule. You have a plan to go to the meeting. Okay. All right, but okay. If we're talking about something you need to get in the future, for example, I have to get my hair cut. Okay, we can talk about it as an obligation, but something maybe that's not an obligation. For example, you're going to travel in the future. I can't say I have to get to Spain. That sounds weird. I can say I will go to Spain, or we're going to. Okay, maybe okay. Let's never mind going to Spain. Talking about getting a new car. All right, you can say, for example, I have to get a new car, and that means I need a new car. But if it's just a plan, how do I say in the future tense it's a plan? Not that I need to, but it's my plan to get a new car. How would I say that, Asma?
Okay. I have to get.
No.
No, I don't.
No obligation.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay,
plan.
so yeah, I will get a car.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep. Just use future tense. You can't use, if you're just making a prediction, or talking about the future in that way, in other words, not an obligation, not a need, not must, but just a prediction. We're going to get a new car, or we will get a new car, or I will get a new car, or I am going to get a new car. Simple future tense. There's no way to use have get or have got in this way. You can't do it, actually. Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification, teacher. I
Sure.
have a question.
Sure.
Gota, I want to know when I can use I gota. For example, I gota to send a picture, for example.
I gotta send a picture. You're talking about reduced pronunciation?
No, this meaning that I can use this word gota means in the future, or what? What's the tense? What's the right tense of this word gota?
Okay, you're talking about reduced gotta, as in.
How can I use gota?
Meaning you need to do something. Okay, gotta is not even a word, really. I gotta go. I'm sorry, I gotta go. Like that. Okay, it's a reduced pronunciation of have got to. That's what it means, really. It's just reduced to gotta. I'm sorry, I gotta go. Really, I'm saying, I'm sorry, I have to go. I'm sorry, I have got to go. I gotta go. It's just reduced pronunciation. So all of the rules where we looked at earlier in this class, where we have got to, it's exactly the same. It's just that's the way we pronounce it. It's not a separate word, not a separate meaning. That's what it is. Have got to. I gotta tell you, it's hard to understand. I have got to tell you. I gotta tell you. I don't know. It's very common and very informal, loose, relaxed pronunciation. Now, one other thing, earlier in the very beginning of the class, I forgot to mention this. I was talking about how we can talk about possessions. I have got a pencil. I've got a headache. We talked about these kinds of things. We can also not just we practice doing it, talking about ourselves, but we can also talk about other people. He has got brown hair, but I can also talk about inanimate objects. Ahmed, are you here? You're kind of bouncy today. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. Ahmed, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry about this, but I have difficulties in the network.
I understand. No problem. Okay. Ahmed?
Yes.
Tell me about something you've got in your kitchen.
Yeah, I have got a microwave device.
Okay. Very good. You can say, all right, especially talking about, well, all right, my kitchen has got a microwave.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't have to be you, the person. You can say, my kitchen has got a microwave. We commonly use this have got, has got to talk about features. But, okay, a microwave is okay. Talk about cupboards or windows or doors. Ahmed, how many doors to outside How many doors does your house have?
Only one to go from my house to outside. Only one.
Okay, my house has got one door.
Yeah.
From okay, one outside door, we could say. Okay, all right. Daniel. Danielle and Danielle. Danielle. Yeah,
I am?
Daniel,
you.
Okay.
No, the
Daniel.
other. Yeah, you. Do you have a car, Daniel?
No, I don't.
Uh,
I'm
okay,
only student.
then I don't want to talk to you. Actually, I'm trying to talk to Danielle. Daniel. Okay, let's go. The other guy. The other you. No.
I do have a car.
You do have a car.
Yeah, that's how I got a ticket, a traffic ticket.
That's how you got a ticket, of course, logically. So I knew the answer. All right. Tell me about your car.
Well, it had a kind of big engine, a 2000,
That's
and
good.
and that's because I need to get fuel with the gasoline and weekly and spend I need to spend $30 per week. And
Okay.
that's why I'm trying to get another car,
Okay.
another a cheaper car.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We often use has got to talk about features, especially with cars. My car has got bucket seats, leather interior, a sound system. It's got a 4-cylinder engine. My car has got great gas mileage, or your car has got horrible gas mileage, whatever. It takes too much money to fill the tank. So talking about features of a room, of a house, of a car, of clothes. My shirt has got a pocket. It's got 3 buttons in the front. It's got stripes. Okay. So I could talk about the features or describe things using has got too. Have you got a car? It means no. It means do you own a car right now? Will you get a car? Means okay. I'm asking. Do you have a car? Yeah. I mean, do you own a car? Same thing. Have you got a car? Do you have a car? Have you got a car? Oh, yeah. Basically, same thing. And once again, I'm over time, and I've got to go because I've got another class here on Verbling. Thank you, everyone. I have got to go. I've got to go. I got to go. Okay.